This is Breezy, the indie golf slash puzzle slash strategy slash platformer game I'm working on right now. Basically, it's golf, but you control the wind instead of hitting the ball. And right now the graphics look okay. I talked about last week why I'm making it 3D and pixelated, but even then the graphics could still look a bit better. So in this video I'll talk about some of the shenanigans I had with graphics this week. First off, I wanted to add a fancy water shader, which you can see right now didn't go too well. I tried to find a shader on the asset store, but none of them had what I wanted for free, so I decided to try making my own using Shader Graph. I've heard plenty of good things about Shader Graph, so it should be pretty easy. All I have to do is convert my Unity project to URP, the Universal Render Pipeline. That should be easy enough, right? Well, after trying to spend an entire day getting it to work, I can tell you that no, it is not that easy. Even after finding the button that lets you automatically upgrade all your textures to URP, I still couldn't find the exact options I need, and if they did, they wouldn't compile correctly and I'd end up with weird black or purple textures. So clearly the Universal Render Pipeline isn't going to work, so I need to do the next best option. Actually put an effort to make it look good. Oh, sorry, did I say effort? I meant post-processing. Here we go. First I added some nice bloom so that the colors pop a little bit more. Then I added some depth of field effects so it looks a bit more homey, kind of. I don't really know how to describe it, but you can see it on the screen. It looks a lot better than before. But I haven't even told you about the skybox shenanigans yet. Oh boy. I had a skybox already. It was inspired by the original game, just kind of a Photoshop transparent texture void. But I wanted to replace it with an actual sky. First, I tried hand drawing the texture, and that didn't go well. It was low resolution even for my game, and it just kind of looked bad. Next, I found a website that automatically turns drawings into actual landscape photos using AI, so I thought that was pretty cool. I tried to draw some textures, but they turned out to not be symmetrical, and that just makes for a very janky looking skybox. At this point, I got a little bit frustrated, and I was kind of desperately clicking around through all the skybox options until I found an interesting one: procedural. Turns out this is how the default skybox is generated. It automatically gives you a sun, a sky, and a sort of ground texture. And so I just tweaked the values a little bit, and I ended up with a perfectly passable sky texture. But of course, I did other things besides enhancing the graphics. If you saw my video earlier this week, you know I've been working on some editor tools to make my level design experience a little bit better. It's nothing fancy. I pretty much just spent multiple days on tools that'll save me about 10 seconds per level, but I still think they're pretty convenient, and it helped me get more experience making tools for the editor. I also, of course, designed some levels. Mostly the ones I'm working on right now are just tutorial levels, and eventually I'll be able to put some more challenging stuff in, but I'm saving that for the later levels in the game. I'm planning to have a few courses of 18 holes, just like a real golf game. And as for the water effects, I just decided to go with normal looking water. I might upgrade it a little bit later and add some particle effects and ripples and stuff, but for now I think I'm going to focus on the gameplay instead of the graphics. I've definitely learned that lesson. I also made some music for the game, so that's pretty cool. Let me play it for you right now. I'll have a full upload coming pretty soon. And that's pretty much all I've done this week. I'll make sure to see you next time with another breezy devlog. And until then, have a good day.